Hello guys, it's W Outdoors. Hope you guys are actually having a fantastic day today. And today we're going over my turkey gear for this coming season, 2025. Hello guys, it's W Outdoors, and today we're going over my spring turkey hunting gear for this season, 2025. We had an excellent blast last year during last spring turkey season. We'd harvest these two gobblers right here on the wall that we got mounted. I got that one during the early season and that one during a late season hunt. And of course my first ever turkey is right over there, that little Jake that I shot back in 2021. So I've had my fair share of turkey hunting, guys, and I know it's right around the corner. I know there's already states and that seasons are already open right now for turkeys, like numerous states down in the US, and our season here in Ontario, Canada, does not open till it's only 2 days away right now. So I'm just getting my gear organized here. We got all the calls, got all the camouflage, ammo, decoy stands, binoculars, licenses and stuff here, backpack, hat, turkey calls, and the boomstick right here. So yeah, so we're gonna go through all my gear for turkey hunting for this year. It's gonna be a bit of gear, but not really as much as my other gear video for my late season deer hunts. So there's a lot less gear in this particular video here that I'm gonna be going over. So either ways, guys, let's do this. I'm gonna be going over my camouflage first. Of course, with turkey hunting, you gotta be fully camoed up. So because turkeys have excellent eyesight, so their best weapon is basically they can spot you within a mile. It also says that a tom, like this, somebody else has told me that basically a gobbler can see the whites of your eyes when they're in rut. So basically, if a tom can see the whites of your eyes, you got to be camouflaged completely up while turkey hunting. So first up, I'm going to go over my gloves here. Of course, I'm going to be using heavier gloves because I don't know where half my lighter gloves gone since my move. So I've got these camouflage gloves just because I need them. So got them in my hand right here. They're both camouflage. They're Realtree camouflage. So I usually wear Realtree camouflage. So those are my gloves right here. Important to have with you. And I got this camouflage covering. It's military style camouflage, but it has a spring-like pattern. If I want to use this on my head, put this on my head, I could probably wear this and be camouflaged up. But you can see from the patterns, it has a little bit of a greener color, which is probably perfect for my later season hunts when the vegetation starts really growing in. So, like that. I've got my Realtree pants. They're lighter colored pants here. So, I'll be probably wearing these while I'm turkey hunting too. I've got some pants here. So I'm using that for bottoms, coverings. And then I also have, the biggest thing I need really much for turkey hunting is a ghillie suit. So I have the top, actually these are the bottoms here. So I'll wear these in the bottoms here. So if I'm sitting not in a blind, if I'm sitting like in the bush wide in the open, I'm gonna be wearing one of these on me. So I can blend in with my environment. So it has a camouflage style on it, I wouldn't say like a spring style camouflage or anything like that, but it does look very similar to an early season turkey hunt because vegetation for my ghillie suit setup. Of course, they're both like fall pattern basically, but they will work for a turkey hunt basically. So, like if I have the top here, so I have a hood with it, so I can always put the hood over my head too. So I have everything I really need for that setup. All the clothing and everything I need. So I got the ghillie suit top and the bottom piece there too. So I'll usually wear that with my gear as well. So that's my ghillie suit setup. Next thing I have for regular camouflage is my Realtree camouflage coat. And this has helped me if it's raining. If I'm hunting on a very rainy day, it's almost like a rain covered coat. So definitely rainproof, definitely good, especially if I'm hunting during early season when it gets really cold for turkeys. It is definitely a good thing to keep me warm when I'm in my blind and everything else like that. So yeah, so that's my main camouflage thing. And then going on into later season, I will lighten up my clothing a little bit and just wear like a shirt, camouflage shirt like this. So it's Realtree camouflage. I also have the marsh camouflage on the other side for goose hunting and that, but usually this front I'll use for turkey hunting and that. So definitely a nice little pattern to it. Still like a fall pattern, but it'll work in the turkey woods, I know. But the biggest thing that I really like is the strain of camouflage. And the strain of camouflage is more what I would traditionally mostly wear during turkey season as a lighter sense of clothing. So yeah, it's a strain of camouflage hoodie that I wear most times, and it's a good hoodie, and it has a good camouflage pattern with it too. So definitely something that'll match him in the turkey woods. So that is pretty much most of my camouflage that I have for turkey hunting itself. All this pile here is really much I need. I have a face mask too, and I will usually wear it over my face when I'm turkey hunting, so it'll blend in with the environment a little bit. So that's all the camouflage I've got over here. We're going to scoot that over, and we're going to go on to my call. For my turkey calls, I prefer using, my favorite kind of call is the sling call, or the pot call, whatever the hell you want to call it. This has been my most effective call to call in turkeys. So most times, all I do is just take this little thing here, this little stick here, and just rub it around like this. And this is the best call that I can call in turkeys. And as a matter of fact, it's probably the most effective call that I have, because most of these turkeys that I've killed, the Jake and these two gobblers, were killed because of this call. So this call has been the victim of all the turkeys that I've killed. So this is my really go-to mostly call that I will actually use in the turkey woods. The less optional call that I'll use is the box call. Even though I can't really make an accurate call with it, so I rarely ever pull out the box call. So this is how it goes. So yeah, that's my box call. Rarely I will ever pull out a box call on a turkey hunt. Most of the time I use the pot call, the sling call. And then I have my locator call too. So this is what I'll use. I barely even used this last year when I was going up to the blind. So this is like a locator call that I use, and it sounds like an owl, and all you do is this. And that's what I pretty much use to locate turkeys when they're still on the roost. So the property that I usually turkey hunt on, I know where the turkeys are usually roosting, so I rarely ever pull out the locator call. I would only pull out the locator call in an area where I don't know where the turkeys are roosting. So it's like rare occasions that I pull out that call. Most of the calls I pull out are the sling calls, is my sling call. And like I said, that's been the most effective call that I've used for hunting turkeys, basically. I use it in the spring, and rare occasions I even hunted turkeys in the fall. I'll use it in the fall too. So, but mostly it's sling call. Box call, I don't really pull out. I have tried mouth calls before, but the problem is with a mouth call, anytime I use a mouth call, it makes my mouth gag. So I haven't really effectively learned how to run a mouth call. So all the calls I've really used were basically sling calls to kill my turkeys with. So those are my turkey calls. So we're going to go on to, I don't even know what the heck we're going to go on to. Maybe I'll go on to my other stuff first. Most big turkey hunters will actually have a turkey vest with them, but I don't have the kind of money to go out and buy a turkey vest right now, so I am just working with what I got. So I also, since I self-film my hunts, I still use the Action camera, the HD camera, and I've been using these cameras for I don't know how long. I had a GoPro before, but it didn't really work on some of my equipment that I use, so I just upgraded to my HD camera here, and this is what I use to really self-film my hunts mostly. That and are on the phone here. That you guys are on the stand there. I'll show you guys that a little later on. done recording the video. So yeah, so I use this to self-film the shots that I use on the cameras. So that's one of the gears that I've got. Bag to carry my tags and my licenses are in here. I'm not going to show you guys the information stuff, but all my turkey tags are in here. My licenses are in here in this bag, so it's best to have one of those in my pack. Another essential to carry in the turkey woods, especially for later in the season, is some off bug spray, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of mosquitoes in the blind, and it is just a pain in the butt. So yeah, this is definitely an essential for later in the season. Another thing, when you're going to, I wouldn't say use a flashlight. I mean, I would, but sometimes I'll walk in the bush, I'll use my flashlight on the way to the blind or where I'm sitting, but that's pretty much it. What I'll use this for, so that's gonna be my pack. Decoy, we got decoy stands right here. My buddy's got all my decoys in that. So I use these stands to set them up in a certain spot, and they just sit up perfectly nice. So I got one Primos decoy stand here, and I've got two other decoys that I have the stands for too. So legs basically, so to say. So that's most of my essentials. And the other is, I have my binoculars right here. If I'm out looking around and spotting for birds, I have my binoculars always handy. Mostly that's for scouting and that, so that's another essential. I carry as well some turkey feathers. So like if I'm sitting on the ground and I want a gobbler to come in, I just do a little bit of onto the ground just to make it sound like there's a hen nesting on the ground, just to get a gobbler from getting hung up and stuff. So these are very essential. I use them as a wing, basically. And another thing would be my knives here. I carry a couple knives in my pack when I'm cleaning birds and that. So I got this knife here. It's like a fillet fishing knife. It's a Sea Striker. That's what I'm used for a knife. Then I got a small pocket knife, but this is mostly for cleaning birds. I also have a Browning knife that I use too, so I have a good number of knives that I will carry with me in my hunting pack for any type of hunting. Let alone being deer hunting, goose hunting, duck hunting, even turkey hunting too. So yeah, and then I got my lucky hat right here. This hat I got last year. I've got it at a thrift store, but sure you guys have heard the clothing brand Catching Deers. Well, I've got Catching Turkeys. So there's a nice little camouflage pattern on here of the turkey woods, and I always wear this hat when I'm out turkey hunting. So kind of a good luck charm, so you say. That's why I have it with me. And then I got my hunting pack here. It's a bit of a smaller pack, but it carries all of my essentials that I will need when I'm out in the turkey woods. So that's pretty much all the essentials I have for my turkey gear. Now we're going on to the best part of the show, guys. That's right. We're gonna go over my boomstick that I'll be taking into the woods turkey hunting this spring. About my turkey boomstick, I first started turkey hunting with an old single shot Cooey shotgun, 12 gauge, and simply I killed my first turkey with that old single shot. But last year I decided to upgrade to a Mossberg 835 Ultra Mag, and it's a pump action shotgun. It has a nice little camouflage pattern. It has like a pistol grip and a little AR style stock on it, but it's definitely comfortable to carry into the turkey blind. And it has like I'll show you guys a quick look at it here. It has an iron sight on it, but I was honestly thinking about upgrading this shotgun to take basically a red dot on it or a scope possibly. But yeah, I got this gun used. I've shot my first tom right there during the early season last year, and then my second tom that I shot with this gun too. So I've shot two turkeys. This gun has claimed 2 turkeys in its lifetime, and it's definitely a nice, comfortable shotgun. Pump action. This gun can take 3.5, 3-inch, and 2 3/4-inch shells. And it has a full choke. I have the full choke. I have the ultra full 695 full choke on this gun right now. But I also have a modified. I also run a modified through it too. I have 2 different chokes. The choke is removable. All I do is just take the choke off and then just put on another choke. But I've shot most of my turkeys using the full choke, but I'm debating on running the modified through this year and see how that shell does, because last year I've killed 2 birds with this gun, and I've missed 2 birds with this gun last year. I missed a gobbler on opening day last year, and then I think it was the same tom that I have hanging right there, because I believe that was the same tom that I shot on opening day last year and missed him. And then he came back in the I tried calling him in the afternoon, and then he came, then basically a couple days later, I shot him in the field almost a couple days later into the season. So yeah, it was a damn good hunt, that hunt. And this was that was the first turkey I killed with this particular shotgun. The second one was a double that me and my buddy got last year. We shot 2 toms at the same time. So yeah, that is my shotgun that I'm going to be taking in the turkey woods this year. Mossberg 835. And the shells I'm going to be running are Winchester turkey loads, 12 gauge, number 4s, which I've always ran for a long time. 2 3/4, and they're 2 3/4-inch shells. And I've always run 2 3/4-inch through this gun. I thought about getting to 3-inch. I have shot 3.5s before, but I don't really like how the 3.5s go with this gun a little bit too, because it buggers up my stock a little bit. So yeah, so that's what I pretty much ran last year, and I've killed dozens of my birds last year using the 2 3/4-inch. So I'm going to keep using 2 3/4-inch. Maybe I'll switch to 3-inch. I don't know. So either ways, that is pretty much what I have for my boomstick, my 12 gauge shotgun, and so that's pretty much all my turkey gear that I've got laying here, what I'm going to be using for the 2025 turkey season. So hopefully this year I'll do pretty well, hopefully better than last year, because last year we had a bomb with the 2 birds that I got there. So all I know is that we'll be hunting the same places as I did last year. Might be hunting new spots this year too, but yeah, so it's going to be a rough and tough season this year, but hopefully we'll do well. We got everything we need, everything that's possible we can use to kill turkeys. So either ways, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys put a like. If you guys are not subscribed to SW Outdoors, make sure you guys click the subscribe button, click the notification bell below as videos are, and good luck this turkey season. So either ways, SW Outdoors, sign out.